Alright, what's up everybody? How y'all doing today? Just another, just a normal Thursday here. Life of football. Nothing crazy has happened, but I felt like I needed to do a video. Um, I've been just brainstorming ideas for ways this team could get better. I wanted to type it out on Twitter, but it's just like let me share it with the people somehow. Because I was just like I was going crazy, like at work. Patriots can do this, I'd be extremely fucking happy. We already know the Patriots brought back Trent Brown from Oakland after we sent him there because we drafted Isaiah Wynn. My immediate thought, because I saw a lot of people saying he'll probably play right tackle or something, and then whoever's playing right tackle will move into guard or something like that. My immediate thought was Isaiah Wynn. He's got to go. He's just not working out as that first pick that we had. That first, like a first round pick that we had. I'm not sure if it was. Yeah, he was our first pick when we drafted him. Then we drafted Sony Michel with the 30th pick. I don't remember the exact draft pick number, but I remember we drafted him first that year, and then we got Sony Michel at 30, which should have been Lamar Jackson. That's who I wanted. It didn't happen. So that's been our only move so far. All right, I'm pretty sure it's been our only move. Godwin, Aaron Robinson franchised as expected. A lot of people were pretty upset about it, but it's just let's be realistic. Like, who didn't see that? I knew it was coming. I was being hopeful that they wouldn't tag Godwin. But it is what it is. Um, Rumors today about people wanting to trade for N'Keal Harry. Why? If we can get a third round pick, please, please have him, take him, please. Let him go. You can have him. I would have been good with like a day 3 pick. I don't even care. Be an 8th round pick for N'Keal Harry, please. Take him. He's yours. So yeah, and then I came across this ESPN article. Let me show you guys. I don't see that. I mean, this is fine, right? I'm okay with it. I just don't see it happening. Let me show it to you guys. Display capture. Don't star. How did I lose you? All right, ignore whatever the hell these guys are talking about. Okay, so the article simulating NFL free agency 2021, who signs where, and why the Patriots. I'm 100% okay with this. Right, so we're gonna go over the top names, right? Jameis Winston, probably the best quarterback available in free agency right now, and they say he goes with the Texans, whatever reason. If you have Deshaun Watson and you don't plan on trading him, why are you picking up Watson? Whatever. Aaron Jones, he goes to Miami as expected. Now Kenny Galladay, right? We're all hoping that he comes to New England. I would love it if he came to. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I would love it, right? Colts, 3 years, 60 million, 20 again. That's not bad. Not bad. 20 million a year. Let me not show you New England's offer. Y'all saw it. Y'all probably saw it. Giants offer 4 years, 60 mil. That's 15 mil a season, right? Obviously, just 30 guaranteed. 15 mil a season. And then this is 20 mil a season. Then you got New England here. 5 years, 105 million. That is okay. So that's 15 mil a season. That's 20, but 5 years, 105. That is. Can I do math? That is 21 mil a season. That's a lot. Yes, 50 million guaranteed. Yes, we have like 60 something mil in cap, right? I always forget the number. We have like 60 something mil, so 20 mil a season on a number one receiver. Fine. I don't remember New England ever spending that much on one player, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to think. But that is 1/3 of our cap on just Galladay. Obviously, I can see them restructuring at some point, like 3 years down the line. But I don't see this happening. Right? 15 mil a season, maybe you go 17 mil instead of 20, right? So 5 years, 17 mil, you're looking at 85 mil instead of 105. Just to outdo 15 mil. Actually, no, 20 mil. Okay, so they're competing with the 20 million a season. Okay, never mind. I can see that. I know New England said they were going to spend on receiver. I just don't see them spending 21. I can see this, right? 3 years, 36 for a Corey Davis. I can see New England doing this. Even if you go 4 years, 52 million, that is 13 mil a season. I can see New England doing 4 years, maybe 60, right? 60 million a season. That is, I do math properly. That is 15 mil a season. I can see that. 4 years, 15 mil. I mean, 4 years, because this is 13. So if you do another 8 million on top of that, just to outbid them, I can see them doing that over 20. Even this, like 3 years, 40 million for. I'd do that. I don't even like Juju. 5 years, 87 million. The math on. Second. Not 15. 17? 17.1, 17.5? Right? 17.5? Something like that. For Juju, I can see something like that. But I think 20 mil might be too much, and that's something I've never seen New England do. But hey, if we do it, I'm happy, right? I'd be happy if we did that. Will Fuller, we're not even in the conversation here. Hunter Henry, not in the conversation here. Now Jonnu, 4 years, 42.5. That is what was that, 10.5? Oh no. 10 point, yeah, something like that, 10.5. So that's not bad. I'd do that for Jonnu. Even though that's less than Washington, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. I was trying to see why he would choose. But if you come to New England, you're the number one tight end and probably the number 2 or 3 option. Where if you go to Washington, you're fighting with McLaurin, Logan Thomas, the 2 running backs, especially with McKissick, taking up a lot of receptions. And then they're going to be adding another receiver, you would assume. And their quarterback situation is the same situation as ours. It's awful with, along with New England. Or in comparison with New England, we don't even have a receiver yet. So if we get, Galladay or Corey Davis and we bring in John, he's immediately the number 2. Right? So the pick New England. I would love these 2 players. I would love it. I'd go crazy. Because in terms of tight ends, I want John. Right? If you guys remember Aaron Hernandez, he would play a similar role. And we already know Aaron Hernandez was a baller. Unfortunately, what his outside life was. None of these guys we bring in. Now, Yannick Ngakoue. It's a shame and disappointing that we missed out on him in the draft. But bringing him in now. So what I said, there was 21 mil. This is 15 mil here. So 15 and 21, that's 36. Another 10, that's 46 for these 3. We're already way better. And we still have like 20 mil in cap space left. Not including what's going to happen in the draft. We're already way better. Our pass rush, way better. Passing game, way better. If Sonny Michel stays healthy, our run game, way better. Right? And what I'm about to say now is what I was thinking about before. Now, in the draft, in every Patriots mock draft, I've seen Amari Rodgers projected to go 4th, 5th round. And I'm just like, now I saw somebody post earlier that he might go in the 3rd round. And I'm like, he's just shooting up the draft. Oh no, I saw a couple of days ago somebody said 3rd round. And then I think it was Evan Lazar. Shout out Evan Lazar. We've never spoken before, but I love his content. He posted he might be a late 2nd rounder. And I'm like, hold on. I've never seen anybody shoot up the draft from 5th round to 2nd. Anywhere early, late 2nd. I've never seen anybody shoot up the draft. Never seen anybody shoot up like that. Never seen anybody shoot up from 5th to 2nd ever. So I'm like, let me watch some highlights. I've watched some here and there that people post. I'm like, okay, he's a good speed guy. A lot of people are saying he was a good gadget guy. So I'm like, yo, let me see what this kid's about. I can see why he's shooting up the draft board. He's quick as hell. Um, People are saying let's bring in Curtis Samuel for that speed guy. We're gonna go younger, cheaper with Amari Rogers, and he'd be fantastic. He looks great, especially as like on a depth chart, he'd be the number one because he's just gonna take the top off the defense. He can punt return, right? Do what Edelman was doing with the punt returning. He's fast as hell, and he can cut. He's not afraid to get hit. He can go inside. Not saying we're gonna have him play the slot as often because we still got Jacoby Myers, who's pretty good at the slot. But Amari Rogers, like, shit, let's get him too in the draft. I was bought. Right, third round. If he's still there, yeah, let's do it. But I was hoping for that we do because we're not gonna re-sign Gilmore. Let's be realistic. We have to keep J.C. Jackson, and I don't see us re-signing Gilmore at all. So what I was thinking about doing is, would Gilmore and a third or Gilmore and a second get us somebody else's first? Right? Even if it's a late first. Right? Would Gilmore and a third get us like a middle first round pick? Let me look up the draft picks. I always forget the draft order. I always forget. All right, so if we're looking at like Minnesota, they need help on defense, right? Will they go young? I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Let me not use it. There we go. Okay. So let's just say, for instance, we want to move up in the draft to draft a quarterback. So obviously we trade up, we give up 15 and a 2022 first. That could move us up to Philadelphia. Wait, we can go out and get a Trey Lance, right? If he's still up there, he's projected to be the fourth quarterback off the list. So let's just say we trade Philadelphia for the sixth, right? Let's just say, for instance, because I know a lot of those guys, they want Jamar Chase. What if he's taken at 3 to Miami, right? Now your receiver's off the board. So what if we give you Gilmore? I mean, not Gilmore. Our 15 and the 2022 first. We move up. I mean, maybe that's not enough. Obviously, we'll throw in whatever. Let's just say let's just trade up first, and we get Trey Lance, right? On top of the guys we already just got. So already we have Trey Lance, Jonnu, and Galladay. And then we sign up a veteran to tutor Trey Lance. I'm cool with Cam. I'm cool with Fitzpatrick in terms of the veterans. Those are the only two guys I want. Don't give me no Jimmy G, because he's gonna want the job for 2 years at least, right? I just don't see that working. Give me Cam and or Fitzpatrick. I'm looking at the other options. I don't care for the other. I say a lot. I'm sorry. I gotta work on that. Okay, so we trade up and take Trey Lance. Now his draft stock is also increasing. We trade somehow second or a third and Gilmore for a first. Right? Let's say Arizona. Maybe that's too high. I think Washington would take him, right? So we try to sneak up in there in Arizona. Y'all need more defensive help. Give you Gilmore and a third. If they say no, Gilmore in a second. Let's just say, for instance, that's enough. We can somehow leave this draft. Trey Bateman. I want Bateman. I don't know who you guys want. I know everybody's in love with the top 3, top 4 receivers. If we can get Bateman, I'm happy. And then in the third round, I don't even know if he's still going to be there. Amari Rogers. Bro, we're like a whole different. We're like a whole new team. Hella Young, Trey Lance, Tony Michelle, Damian Harris, Bateman, Kenny Galladay, Janu, Amari Rogers. I'm in. Let's do it. That's all I came here to say. Because nothing else has happened, obviously. That's all I got. There's a bunch of other moves that have been made. Buffalo re-signed their linebacker. A lot more cuts. I can't wait to see what New Orleans looks like after they hit 0 in their cap space. They're cutting everybody. A lot of people are saying let's bring in Emmanuel Sanders. I'm cool with bringing in Emmanuel Sanders as like the vet too, but we'd have Kenny Galladay. Galladay's like a lot younger, but I mean, if we're gonna bring in like an Emmanuel Sanders, it has to be like a super cheap deal because he's up there in age. I like him, but he's up there in age. A lot of people are saying Kyle Rudolph. He's great, but if we're bringing in Janu, do we need Rudolph? If it's a very friendly deal, sure. What else is there? I mean, we can draft a receiving running back, but we already have Amari Rogers who kind of does already. So I don't think we need, unless we're gonna bring back like a Rex Burkhead. Like I'm cool to bring him back on a super cheap deal. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I don't think he's gonna demand a lot of money. So, and in terms on defense, there's a lot of great corners that are gonna be free next year. I don't have much on the defense because we have like a young core already. All we got to do is find replacements for like Hightower and McCourty. For McCourty, y'all should look up Caden Stearns. That's who I want in the 4th round. If he's there, that's a steal. I want him. Caden Stearns. I'm telling you right now, look him up. I was hyped as hell. I saw his name once, and I'm like, oh, let me look this dude up. And nah, I'm cool if we draft Caden Stearns. I like that. But yep, that's all I got. Like I said, if we can somehow trade up for another first, and then trade up for Trey Lance and get Bateman late in the first, like 16, 17, I'm in. Let me know what y'all think with what I said. I know it was a lot. Leave any questions down below if y'all have any. I'll answer or give my opinion on it. I can do a whole video on it depending on the question. I know I've done so already. Light Shadow, he asked me a question. I did a whole video on it. So shout out to him. But like I said, let me know what y'all think. I don't know how close I am to 100 subs. I'm probably 84. So, I'd like to hit 100 at some point this year. But, I'm going to try to keep the videos coming as much as possible. I just had an idea and I was like, I got to do a video on it. So let me know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And peace.